What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode in our Sacramento City Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft Franchise. About to be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers and Miami Dolphins in this one today. And then next episode, which will be a little bit later today, will be the Buffalo Bills. I know I'm probably supposed to upload, Thursday and Friday, and well, AT&T and their services decided to not go my way, and we're just gonna upload these two today and have rebuild tomorrow. But in general, for our Madden 24 team, I might have already had some polls put up. Hey, stripping. And maybe vote on those, see if, maybe some things get swayed. I think I kind of know what team I want to use for my offline, but I'm just kind of throwing those teams out there, especially for our online league, which usually we don't get to actually choose the team, and it's kind of a randomized process, so it kind of gives me an idea if we get a team that isn't like on my personal top list of what teams you guys might want to see, or what teams you think are good for a franchise. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, but ultimately you guys are the ones watching, so I like to see your feedback for pretty much everything, just to see what you guys are thinking. But of course, Fischer is back. Stafford did a damn good job in his absence, if you will. But looking at the offense, it's a great team, and I mean, we put up 59 points with the backup quarterback. What else can I tell you? Wish Cross would have got a breakout from his 2-pick-6 game, I believe it was. Don't know how the hell he didn't, but it's a pretty good team top to bottom. But I will say one of the biggest issues we've been having is McKenzie. He has just been really bad, but I don't know what the options are. I mean, he's clearly the best number 2 we got, and we got to deal with it. Those got a weekly award, which was Nick Cross, speaking of. 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. No award wins. Patriots, their quarterback. Stewart, player of the week. Do they at least win? I can't tell. 7-5. They are competing, but I will say the Dolphins, especially if they lose to us here next game, they are probably done, I would imagine. Of course, Jelani Woods out for 3 weeks. He's a third-string tight end, thankfully, but Derwin out for 3 weeks with a broken collarbone. That is pretty massive for the Steelers. He's a very good player, and he would have been one of their higher draft picks, and he is out, so we don't have to deal with that at least. Looking at their team, Toby Wentz, good throw power, a little bit of speed if you had to run, but I wouldn't really depend on that. Okay accuracy, especially for middle of the field throwing, or middle route, mid-route, medium route. That's the one. Dameon Pierce, 90 speed, 93 excel. Actually pretty good for, where he would expect it to be. Very good truck, very good stiff arm. Arnett, very solid speed running back too. Mike Evans, very good catching. Chase Claypool's here, and then Slayton. Some speed at Slayton, or with Slayton, and Claypool obviously with the size is pretty good, but his catching's insane. They got some boost as well there. 99 catching. He's no joke. It's kind of insane. Tight ends, very non-athletic tight ends, I'll tell you that much. Left tackle's amazing. Left guard's pretty good. Center's okay. Right guard's pretty good, and then right tackle's pretty good, but his finesse blocking is bad. So Thorne, come on, have a game, get a breakout, I don't know. Seiler, very good block shedding. Malone, decent block shedding. Vita Vea, very good block shedding. Okay power move. Michael Brown, very good power move. No block shed. But once again, this is going to be a 3-4. Chase Son, 76 finesse, which is okay. Middle linebacker, solid, not the fastest. Joel Murray is raw, not the fastest. Right out, pretty good with 90 finesse. Corners are solid with Deontay Banks with a 95 speed, 95 excel. Got a little bit of speed there outside of Fuller, but Fuller is good at least. Ruby Ford, not great, but he's got some athleticism. And then Talbot, pretty good zone coverage and decent athleticism. So, they're okay. Derwin would definitely help that defense, but they are kind of lacking like the superstars, if you will, but it is an okay team. But looking at what they do well, apparently pass the ball. Rushing, not so much, so they're good deep pass. That passer rating is kind of crazy deep. What about yards? They're second and deep, second and medium, third and short, but that is a lot. So it's still, the frequency's there. Double move routes. I don't really worry too much about the double moves with the speed they have on the outside. It's not that great. And as far as their pass defense, it's amazing. Rush defense isn't that great. Do I believe that with Vita Vea, though? Probably not. So I'm going to go throw it medium, especially with Fischer being back. And then speaking of, we got to find a way to get him back on the list. McKenzie needs to be here, though. House also going to get an upgrade, which is nice. Cody, Dunn, Star. I guess McKenzie's the odd one out. I mean, I want Fischer to get his dev-ups because the better he gets, the better chance we have of winning a Super Bowl because he's the damn quarterback. All right, a couple of significant starters getting some upgrade points. Luke Hanks, the offensive lineman, the center, with a couple of power blockings, which gets him to 75 run block power. Probably needs a little bit of finesse for run block. Very weird player. I think he's just a really good pass blocker, and his run block power got up a little bit when we went with power blocking. So finesse was just kind of ignored. And then Tony House, speaking of powering, power back. See if we can get a trucking, please. Ooh, 91 truck, 89 stiff arm. I think maybe we do one more just to try to get that stiff arm to 90 plus, and then we start going juke move, which should help us change the direction and speed, which I will say we do want to get to 85 trucking, though. Nice catching upgrade for that ability. So I don't know. Maybe we try an elusiveness and see if it gets him an upgrade, and if it doesn't, but that could be detrimental, because how many more upgrades is he going to get? It's already week 14. I think we need to start forcing some touchdowns, my man. All right, we've had like a billion primetime games, so in a way, it's kind of welcome that it's not for once. But I do love me a good primetime game, I got to say. Toby Wentz, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 36-88 for yards. I'm trying to think about how many games are left. That could very well be a 5,000-yard passer right there, which, I mean, that's kind of wild. The planes are flying. We got the jets going in. We got some money out here. Not paying our players. They're all worth like $1 million each, which, considering the agents and the traveling and all that, not as much as you think it would be. Not as much. And I know people are like, well, if you invested right, it's like, bruh, does anyone actually know what that means? Like, what do you mean? Like, if it was that easy, everyone would do it, which I suppose a lot of rich people probably do. So, you know, maybe never mind. But yeah, this team has got to be feeling hyped. I mean, the things they were able to do with Stafford at the helm. Not that he's a bad quarterback. He's obviously a savvy vet, as they say. But Fischer, the throw power, the release difference, it's insane. Now, I wouldn't say pure throw power because, you know, Stafford still has a little bit left in the tank, but that release, it's not even close. Fischer, absolutely better with the release. We'll see early in this one, and it seems like we will be kicking no matter what we do. The kickoff will be had first by us. Look at the Chiefs, holy. All right, a 7-5 team. You know, we've played a lot of lower win total teams this season. I don't know if they're just trying to like platform us as the best team in the league, or, you know, they want us to be one of the teams that are in the conversation every year, but kind of does seem like outside of the division, we've been playing some pretty bad teams. This might be one of the first decent ones. And we'll say they're kind of telepathing what they're going to do on the first play, but you never know. And look at there. Oh, Jesus. Evans one-on-one against the tight end. Fumble as the second guy comes in, but obviously out of bounds, so it doesn't really matter. Team that doesn't really have a lot of good rushing numbers. Seemingly running the ball quite a bit. Oh, maybe not. Well, I guess it wasn't a run anyways. It was a quick throw the first time. Tyndall on the blitz. Bringing him down. 3rd and 15. Little bit of taunting there. Nice blitz, though, as the running back just doesn't see it in the play action. And, hell, even Benito is kind of working against David Bakhtiari there. They're already well behind. Well behind. As Frank... Oh, wow, that's a nice find. Right in behind. Perfect throw, perfect catch, first down. Well, they were well behind. Not anymore. They got out of the 15-yard hole and will continue this drive. Nice find. Safety didn't get over in time. Rollins on the actual run, hurtling into a hit. Lucky to still be alive, especially with the ball. 75 yards, 0 touchdowns last week, but overall having a pretty good season. Like I said, it would be nice to at least see House get to 1,000, right? I mean, that's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but the injury was pretty significant, pretty long-term. So we'll see. Morris, and there is nobody over there. We missed the tackle. Snow and company getting him down, but I think it's about 20 yards. Quick throw. I mean, we weren't covering the underneath, but I also did last second change a linebacker to a flat, and he just covered up field for some reason. A little more coverage. Oh, we got burned. But the pressure. Oh, right into the hands of Tyndall. I don't know where he's throwing that. I actually don't know where he's throwing that. Pressure getting there, and with that, I guess he's trying to throw to Pierce, I would imagine. But there just wasn't anyone open. That's a throwaway every day of the week. That's just a dumb play by a young guy. Injured for a while, so his numbers have fallen off a little bit because he's not catching up. He's behind. So if he wants any chance at MVP, he's going to need to continue to be pretty much perfect and then, you know, obviously climb up the numbers again. But he needs to be pretty much perfect because otherwise he's just not going to compete. He's going to have lesser numbers with similar picks. And inside, nice find early. Man, Fischer's just such him. Like, he really is. He's just him. Evans on the screen. I kind of want to change it. But in general, I think they're pretty set. I'm glad we went with it. Nice job by the center, and he, like, buries him. Evans fights for about 9. A screen pass almost never works for us, but it did there. Counter play with Evans. I think we should just go straight up and get the first down. Or not. Really? Isn't that a DB? How the hell did he get that? Was that not a DB? This playbook is strange. A lot of, like, twists and turns at the routes. House. Don't tell me that's a real fumble. Don't do it, Fischer. Last time House fumbled, you got injured. Surely he was down. There's no way House is fumbling this much in general, though. This is kind of crazy. Ever since he came back, he has been a fumble machine. Obviously down, but really, like, why is he even, like, fumbling there? I don't understand. I don't know. Either way, still our ball. And there goes a wide open Travis Jackson. Not the greatest at catches, but he gets the first. Celebrate. I mean, taunted right in front of the sideline there. Okay, I mean, it's a decision. I really don't like the audibles here, but I hate the lineup. Oh, well. And, man, is that number 21 again? Holy crap, who is that? I hate that guy. He's so annoying. And they're kind of covering. And why would I do that? I don't know. They're going to give him a pick. Did the exact same thing they did. I thought I could get the feet set and then throw it up to B, and then I literally, well, I'm not saying MVP's gone, but that is not a good way to get back onto the leaderboards there. I knew I should have just thrown it away. It's so easier said than done, right, though? Like, they would literally just seen them do something like that. I'm like, should have thrown it away. And then we're like, hey, you know what? We can hit any pass. Don't worry, look at this. And then you just see the defender running with the ball. All right, not in, is he? It's going to be short. Man, I can't believe that pick. I mean, I can because it was really stupid and it was never going to work, but he's just so open for so long. Oh, my God, where am I going? Oh, Morris with his booty. The butt cheek denier. I don't even know what I would call it. 4th and inches with the butt cheeks. Holy. My man's got the buns of steel. How the hell did he even do that? As Hines. Hey, he finally outran someone. Seems like it's been a while. Oh, my God. All right, let's pretend like that pick didn't happen. Throw a 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for the rest of the game. And, wow, this offensive line is not really looking too hot. At least in the run department. They're not looking great. Dunn looks good here. I like it. I hate it, but the tight end is wide open. Not the greatest throw, but it gets there. 15. Turn to the line, see what the audibles are in this. Don't hate it, but they are also, like, completely covering that side now. Let's go to Jackson, the speedster. Showing off some speed. Try to cut it inside. Does. He's looking super fresh. I mean, he's moving around like a bullet. A literal bullet. I love it. And inside. Once again, the throws are seemingly a little behind every time, but because of the throw power, the release, it's getting it in there and giving him a chance to kind of, you know, whoever the catcher is on that play to adjust and catch it, obviously. As Evans finally gets some room. Somebody on the ground gets some room for once. Kind of want to hurry up and throw this. Kind of like Travis Jackson. I don't know what the safety's going to do, though. And in behind, that is so risky, and that should have been picked. I don't know why I thought I could just fit that in there. I mean, we did, but obviously the catch is going to be damn near impossible to get. Thankfully, they dropped it. Oh, my God, dude. Literal decision-making. That's not bad. Oh, he's dead. That was a hit and a half. Should have threw that a little bit sooner, though. I mean, it's something we said that we're fearless throwing the ball. I don't know if it's a good fearless right now, but... Oh, we're in trouble, and that's a fumble. O-line, no! Get him! Where are they actually going? Someone might catch him. Someone? Is there anyone going to show up? No? The slowest fumble recovery touchdown of all time. Pittsburgh's on top. I wonder if fumbles count towards MVP loss. Holy crap, how many people were running on that last play? They're all dead. Not super open, but enough. Russell getting a nice little catch in there. Bobbling the catch as he falls. And maybe hurry up to the line and hike this. I would say that would be incomplete in most cases. Evans cutting it all the way to the outside. And guess who? Number 21. Who is that? Honestly, who is that? Like, who is that guy? McCain. Really? All right. I mean, looking at the numbers, we should be winning, but we're not. Well, the starters are back in at least, but I will say this playbook kind of sucks. Go to the tight end just to guarantee some yards, and with that power, gains about 9. We'll take a quick slant to the outside. House is in. Normally it's Evans on these types of plays, especially third down. But House can get it done too. Doesn't need the stiff arm. They're just kind of like not there. Nice little gainer. Speaking of House, back to it. And, I mean, I got to say, they are working our O-line pretty easily right now. Deep in for Jackson. Cody to the end zone. I mean, that safety's never going to let him get in behind, but should open up the end. There it is. Nice find. Once again, dropping the ball, and now Broderick Jones is... No! We just traded for him. Bro, please don't let him be injured long term. That's all I ask. It's not that much. I'm a simp... All right, I'm a simple man. Not going to show us yet. Build up that suspense. I love it. This play is asking for something. It's asking for something to happen. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's a pretty tough one. Did he catch that? Oh, Bryce Cody. The length. Strained forearm. That is a weird injury to come out for, but you know what? As long as it's not term, you come out as long as you need to, buddy. Done. Into the end zone, maybe. Could go back to Cody on that corner. He's got the body. Ooh, that was a little bit too tough. But I don't hate the throw. I don't hate it. And inside, that's a tough one. Kennedy holds on. I mean, the windows haven't been that great. The blocking definitely hasn't been. But we found our way into the end zone. That's all that matters. Tied up. Starting off with a nice 15-yarder are the Steelers. See if Tyndall can make a play. Ooh, I thought we had that. What the hell was that? Was that like a makeshift like screen? I don't even know what the hell. That was weird. There were two guys running the same spot. I think it was like an option round. He decided to run with his buddy. He's like, I don't want to be alone. Ooh, we may have sold that. Not that it matters. He goes to the outside. Claypool taking a couple of hits, but not going down. And we've got a lot of people up to the line of scrimmage here. Pretty much, or close to. Bringing some pressure. Can't quite get in there, but it's still going to exist, and that's all that matters. Outside of the touchdown, very similar to Fischer's numbers. Very similar pick style as well. Throwing an interception on a boneheaded throwaway. Like, just throw the ball away. Oh, nice route, but obviously, well, nice pass rush move, but nice route as well, speaking of, from Mike Evans for the first. It is kind of crazy to think. I think I've seen that recently enough on, like, I think, was it an NBA thing? But, like, could the tattoo artist for, like, oh, no, we got blocked for you know, Mike Evans, whoever's got tattoos in the game. Could they not sue for, like, some sort of, like, because they own the rights to the tattoo, I think, right? I don't know. Could you imagine, though? Like, own, like, 1% of the game's value or something. Be loaded. We got way too many linebackers out for this freaking 5 wide. This ain't good. Moore's trying to go with the power move and can't get over there. Huge hit by Deans to knock it free. Should still be a lead for the Steelers, but it could have been a first down and then led to something more. We get the ball at half and we get the ball before half. We're in an okay spot right now, considering we did move all the blockers this way, so it makes sense that we would return this. Try to cut it back inside. Gets to about the 26. The movements were pretty fresh. I thought there was going to be a chance. Of course, Curtis Kennedy over 1,000 already. Nice. He's already an X Factor, so there's not really much more other than just more XP for him to get on the season. But fair enough. I mean, it is what it is. Counterplay. Ooh, some blocks. Buries a guy as well. Gains about 16 or 17. Kendall Fuller, their starting cornerback, injured. That is not good for them. I'm not saying this is the time to strike, but this is probably the time to strike. Do have their guy backed off hard. This is probably a quick look to done. That was a weird, bad throw, but that was a weird, like, drop. He jumped, dropped, jumped, which fair enough, but throw wasn't there. And Evans will gain a lot with the power. Nice. Gains about 7. He's a little bit of a dual threat, dual style, if you will. I don't want to ruin this by done dragging, but I also don't like that, like, look. And there we go. Nice juke move, but it's probably not going to lead to much. Throwing the ball at a very high volume for Fischer coming back, but that's what the vets do. And I seen the comeback route and then outside it looked good, and then somebody jumped over to it, so I just didn't get over to the other routes because I was kind of just, I wouldn't say predetermining that spot, but the spot looked good for a while, and I was like, okay, I just got to wait for him to kind of come back, and then we're cooking. Quick in. Nice. Quick throw. That's what I was saying. Like, it wasn't a quick in route. It was just a quick throw inside, you know, into that spot. Not bad. Okonkwo. This is tough. It's a tough one inside, and he holds on. Getting pummeled a little bit. 2-minute warning. Nice find. Nice catch. Solid route. Almost didn't wait for it. Almost went to Bryce Cody underneath. Because that's a tough throw, but he hits it. There's Dunn. Speaking of quick hits. Nice stiff. Gets popped, but gets to the 6. Dunn can take some punishment, and he is a very good elusive guy. I really want to run the QB draw, but that's not going to happen. I don't know if I like this. Need some audibles in here. Escobar that I do like. I can't take it. Fischer. Did have to throw it away. That's a long play, dude. Had to think Cody on that left side, but saw him as I was just about to turn around. And then, yeah, Kennedy inside. It just didn't trust. It would have had to be a perfectly timed ball. And we were kind of, you know, already off our spot. Under center, tight end angle. Can I move Kennedy inside? But he's just going to wait for him there. It is what it is. We'll see. There you go, tight end. That tight end, dude, the angle is just so busted. Touchdown 2 for Mr. Fischer. All right, they do have a chance to regain the lead before half. Will they, though? I don't know. Oh, my, miscommunication there. Imagine McKenzie with his normal, like, lost positioning self was there. He would have had a pick 6. Normally he's sitting in that spot covering nobody. Oh, that's a really good throw. Holds on. McKenzie, I mean, I'm not going to blame him on that. That's a good coverage. And that's just a strong-handed man. That's just a man that can catch a ball. Gets my loins all feeling a certain way. What a strong man. I don't know what the hell you're getting out of that throw, to be fair. All right, they're a little too comfortable, so let's, what the hell is going on with this blitz? Whatever works, I guess. John Franklin. Oh, rolls into him, and he's going to take off, which, I mean, I mentioned him. He definitely can run a little bit, and that will open up a chance. If I'm him, I'd probably take a little bit of a hit there, though, just to guarantee that first. Maybe he thought he had it. I don't know. Oh, that out. Oh, Tyndall. I mean, this is risky, but I think he'd go for this. They're going to punt it. And the passing yards for the first half, not bad. Rushing yards, okay. But, yeah, we got to try to run the ball a little bit more, get that clock moving. Because right now it's a 4-point game, and no one's really solidified it. Hopefully Broderick Jones is back, and I don't know, he might already be back because I don't really pay attention to the O-line too much. I just know that we're getting smoked currently, so I just kind of feel like it's not him, and if it is him, maybe he should go back. I hate number 21. McCain is insane from the 23-yard line. Oh, my. Look who it is again. McCain, dude. I don't understand. I don't understand how he's so good. I don't get it. Inside. Perfect. Oh, my God. Really? Was that a bad throw? Lloyd is so slow. How? There's no way. Was that just... It must have been a bad throw. It must have been a bad throw. There's no way this is picked. He starts moving here. I guess that's not terrible movement, but Evans is burning him. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's a bad throw. He doesn't lead him. Well, MVP's gone. If there was any chance for it, it is gone. Which sucks, because he's not even superstar. Oh, nice. Good tackle. Even if he gets superstar off of MVP, the only way he'd be able to use it is if we went to the Super Bowl, because this is likely the last season, so I guess it really doesn't matter unless he gets a breakout. I suppose you're not getting breakouts by throwing picks. And we picked it up. Pierce. Good team tackle, gaining nothing. Yeah, they're really not running the ball at all. I don't know how the hell Pierce got to the numbers he has with the way they're running right now. And we did leave our spot, but the other spot was open too, and just lack of pressure. Steelers lead. The picks are flying, and my sadness is climbing. This is really not a fun time right now. Doubled the interceptions on the season on his game back. It's not even like they're bad. Well, I guess the second one's probably a bad throw, but first one was kind of on us. That's not bad. Technically a better throw than what I was expecting. I was hoping for a quick throw underneath, and you kind of just let him upfield with a floater, which if I throw another pick, I'm going to become a floater. Inside for House, and really not seeing a whole lot, but fights for about 5. Yeah, we're running some power play into a bunch of players here, so I don't know how to feel about this, but I suppose we have the numbers equalized at minimum. And House tries to bury him, doesn't really, gains 3. Bit disappointing. Wow, this is something. House gets it back inside, doesn't fumble, first down. Not, an exciting one on the ground, but getting the job done. They do have to say their front is pretty ferocious. That's a tough one. Good catch. Kind of cut 20's knees down as he kind of rolled under him. End zone Kennedy. This is kind of intersecting. And in behind the defense, done with a touchdown. It's great find, great throw, great catch. I mean, we're gunslinging at least. Bit of a back and forth one so far. A lot of turnovers on our side, yet we're still leading. Not common that you lead the game in turnovers and you still win, so got to be on our best behavior from here on out. Is this where we extend the lead from the 30? A little bit of a blitzy. Sit down, and there's... Oh, did he catch that? Holy crap, there was a chance. It was a really good time ball. It's just a little outside. Dree Archer punting the ball up. Hines on the return. He's got plenty of room on this one. And we're just going to go straight up the field, get a few yards. Fischer last drive, a lot better. A lot better. 4 for 4, 63 yards, touchdown. And I'm not just trying to force him touchdowns. It's just the run game really hasn't existed. Quick out to Jackson maybe. Pretty open. Let him upfield. Gets the first down with ease for about 11. That is so sucky, though, to go from, no interceptions to probably getting close to, throwing more than one of the other candidates for MVP. Cody, first down. Seiler, who got the fumble touchdown, I believe, injured. Not sure if he's, anything else for them so far this game, but still significant. And I was about to take off. They actually covered pretty well there. Jackson actually didn't get the lead off. I thought he would without the safety. Looking back, though, Dunn was probably open for a touchdown. I don't know if the safety gets there. Probably not. And that's a tough one, but Kennedy will catch that. Kind of led him on the left side, so he's able to catch it away from the tackler. Evans could create a chance, but I don't know if he would get the first, so we're going to throw it. Oh, there is nobody on Kennedy. Kind of lowered that throw a little bit to try and make sure it didn't lead him out, and I don't know, it seemed like it worked. Massive first down. I wish we had a play an audible that would cut someone across the right side because they're giving us some room there. Went to the left just because I thought the guy that tackled us was going to fill the hole we were in, and he just waited for some reason. He got lucky waiting. You should never be waiting as a linebacker. You need to be jumping something. There is no one on him. That is a blown coverage, and Kennedy will score number 2. How is that not a late hit? You can argue, celebration shouldn't be in football. Everyone's a robot, but, there's no chance at the ball there. We're in the end zone before he's tackling. Either way, touchdown. They mad. Starting off with yet another 15-yarder on the dot. I don't even know how that's possible. I also don't know how it's possible for Thorne not to be playing better. Oh, that's a bad decision. That's a nice gainer to Evans. But how is Thorne not playing better? He's going against a guy with, a huge frame, for one, so finesse in general should be working. But 2, he sucks at finesse defense in general. He's bad. It's a really iffy decision, but we're covering the shorts. I mean, how do we not get there? That throw is so bad. Couldn't think of anything. What a sign. I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, if you actually showed that during the game, that is just pathetic. Don't reward someone for that lame joke. 3rd and 10. They need at least a field goal here. It's about to be the 4th quarter. They got to have something. Oh, crap. I went to the wrong player. Pull off of Taylor. Ah, it's a good find. Barely got that in. That right foot was looking like Bigfoot out there. 4th quarter, they're not down 11, but they're obviously on par to close that a little bit. Based on the numbers, we should be winning by a lot. And, you know, our turnovers have absolutely kept them in it. I think it's time to get a little aggressive. Time isn't really that much of a factor. It's about them actually scoring. So this close, get risky. McKenzie, once again, not in bad coverage, but open enough for the 1st down. Another time, perhaps, but not at that time. Benito's never going to win against him. John Franklin getting in last second, and that's a wide open Claypool who had his toe on the line. Those are just the things he does that makes you just so frustrated. Like, that is a legitimate touchdown, and he just threw it away with his footwork. Thorne. Oh, that's an insane one. Wow, what a dot. That is throw of the year. If they win this game, that is throw of the year. How did he get that in there? Can I see this back, please? I would like to see how we just got killed on that throw. I mean, that is just perfection. That is literal perfection. I mean, there's nothing but run commit in the nature of this play. I mean, we actually got him. We couldn't get the throw. But to say we covered the one guy we thought would get the ball more than anyone, Mike Evans, and we did a good enough job. And then the inside, obviously, on that slant, but didn't get the time to throw it. Didn't really anticipate it quick enough, I don't think. Wangwu with return to the 23. And it's Wangu. I mean, I don't know how you would in the world guess that's how it's said. And don't please. Oh, my God. How do we not pick that up, dude? How did we not pick that block up, dude? Oh, Jackson's so up. And I know we should be running the ball, but our run game sucks. I figure continue to do what's working, even if you're leading. Obviously, we waited a long time for that, but for good reason. Kennedy gets it. How no one picks up Kennedy running across there, I don't know, but we will take it. House with the heavy. The heavy house gives us an option way the route or the leadoff goes. Wish Kennedy would have got number 22 a little bit better than that. 4th in total defense, 421 allowed today. Suppose we see that all the time. Usually against us, though. It's like they're the 3rd worst rush defense, and then they just stop us every time. I just got us in trouble there. Stay in the pocket, deliver the throw. Instead, run outside of the pocket, no one to block. But a lot of trust in the backup running back, if you even want to call him that, because Evans is definitely... Oh, my God, it's a punt. How do we get beat that hard by a 4-man rush? A lot of my decisions on running comes down to how many linebackers are up, and I felt like that's a really good punt, I think. Oh, it must have been so close. No, that feels freaking useless. But yeah, I mean, their linebackers weren't up. I mean, if our guys win their 5v4 matchup... Oh, what is he doing? All the way down to the 4. David Bakhtiari, as you usually would expect, is hurt. That man is not dependable, huh? Good tackling. They're kind of just running out of there after that sack, especially with their star left tackle injured. They're like, hey, we're just going to hope not to get safetied because that would kind of put us in a really bad spot. And he's going to take the safety. That is a great decision. You see them coming for you. Just hold on to the ball, screw it, dude. Wangu. Run away. Oh, my Lord. Safety punt. It was like, if they could just regularly kick like that, they would be better off. That is busted. There's no blockings, and the kick was just gone. Kicked it to the freaking moon. Jackson gets behind. Maybe not. And that's a really good throw. Great timing. Like I said, the run game doesn't exist. Pass game has, so why go away? Especially when it's going to bump up the stats of a guy that's been out for multiple weeks. Play action. We liked this before. It's a little late, but safety did kind of jump down on a little bit, maybe making us think that he was going to cover it and then drop back because he was like, Jackson's got speed. Yeah, the runs in this playbook have not been good. They have been really bad so far. Evans gets a little bit. He's getting a little bit better blocks, but there's really nothing to write home about so far. Ooh, this looks good. See what the left guard can do. Although they usually swamp us anyways. Like I said, literally just, I mean, you wonder why I've been throwing all game. We got to throw that in there. Jackson catches it in with the speed. Is very close to scoring a touchdown. Almost want to run this left. I might actually just run it left anyways. And it was a good decision as House gets the touchdown. The game still isn't over, but they absolutely need to score here. They need to score a touchdown so badly. And he passed him off to nobody. Huge hit by Williams, though. The size difference there is astronomical. All right, just reach through him. Why not? Also, did he not just, like, signify a first down when it wasn't a first down? That's interesting. Go to the outside. Out of bounds definitely works for them. Still playing some pretty base coverage without, you know, going too crazy. Not really looking for a blitz. And inside, that's really not going to do a whole lot for them. What, 4 yards? 2 yards. Clock keeps moving. Number one in takeaways, only one today, but they also have played a little too cautiously, I think, which has led to the least amount of takeaways you usually have, and then in general, just not a lot of success down the field. Deep in, and that's going to be picked by Tyndall, who is having a game. Ain't catching him. I don't know why anyone's trying. Tyndall will make this look way bigger of a blowout than it actually was. Steelers desperately trying to keep themselves in this one. Don't know how the hell. Oh, the tight end's down. Get back up and cover him. And picked off by Evans, who, like, never gets involved. Nice. Good hands for the little man. Screw the lead blockers. We don't need them. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I think it was smart to try and run away. We win the game 44-23. Coming out of the, the announcer video mode a little bit. You know, I want a challenge. So, once again, I keep trying to change the sliders in favor of the AI. And this one, I increased their coverage by 10 or 15. And it definitely felt like the coverage is a little bit better in this one. But in general, it doesn't matter. If the game's coded poorly, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, all Madden, rookie, whatever. That throwaway decision or non-throwaway decision by the quarterback in the safety area, like, you can't change. There's no, like, throwaway option slider. I have a grounding turned off, I believe, because of that. Because I just want them to throw it away whenever they feel fit without being worried about grounding. But Fischer, those 2 interceptions sucked, but ended up having a pretty good game when you consider the insane yards. And then 4 touchdowns is pretty good, too. House ended up with some okay numbers because of the last couple of runs, but overall the ground game just wasn't a thing, which is why we threw so much. Kennedy, another great game. Cody was solid. Jackson, the touchdowns have absolutely slowed down. Dunn, I love to see him involved more, so I'm glad to see that. And then defensively, 2.5 for Uche. Thorne with 1.5. I don't even remember that. Benito with 1, Bishop with 1, Tyndall with 1, half for John. Tyndall with 2 with a touchdown to go for it. I mean, there's not really much you can do better. So we'll take the XP plus a sack, but you can't get a breakout, so that's unfortunate there. But yeah, some pretty good numbers. What about blocking? Was it our fella? Broderick only gave up 1 apparently, so it is what it is. I definitely did notice that it was a lot tougher to have time to throw when Broderick went, so I mean, he must be doing something right then. But speaking of Mr. Tyndall, obviously he would have an upgrade. He is, pretty balanced, but not in a good way, as they're both pretty low, but this could get him to 70 zone. It doesn't. I would love to get him 70 zone and then the rest block shed, but it is what it is. Fischer, I believe we've been going strong arm for that medium accuracy and deep accuracy, so I'm going to keep going with that. Throw power never hurts either, and obviously deep and medium are his biggest issues at the moment. Throw power again. 94. Wow, he is he's a slinger. Be kind of cool to see if he gets a 99. I don't think he will because of the timing, but man, he is accumulating some throw powers. But regardless, let's head on to Week 15 against Miami and see if they really are as bad as that record says. Here we go. Is Tyndall going to get a break? Oh, wait, he can't. DeVary almost never get breakouts anyways. The Bills if they were to lose and we were to win, are we already the division champions? Because there's only 3 games left, and they're down 3.5 games technically. I think that might be the case, but a weekly award should be Tyndall. We got another defensive player of the week. I almost said rookie of the year, which makes no sense in the slightest. But let's take a look. Dolphins at 87 overall. I don't understand how they're sucking, but they are. Obviously, Fischer was pretty good despite the 2 interceptions. The second one definitely was his fault. First one, I mean, you know, I really think we should stop pointing fingers. And they got some injuries. Ogba is a pretty big injury, and then Irv Smith, the starting tight end. I don't really feel like he ever did much against us, but he is also injured. This is a team that definitely throws the ball pretty well deep, but Akers is also a problem. I'm going to go with medium defense, even though it seems like they're not very good at the medium stuff. And then we're already pretty good at passing, so I'm going to actually try to focus on the run game because we just suck at it, and we need something to break out there. Wow, what an upgrade. Jay Rollins with his 4-to-zone coverage, which puts him at 75 now, which, I mean, makes, you know, it gives you some questions to maybe answer. Yikes. I guess release, or deep threat, because release is most common with that, I suppose. 2 to catch, 2 to catch in traffic, 1 release, 1 to excel. Does that put him at 99? It does. And then Mike Morris, who has been pretty damn good this season, gets a power upgrade, which would be 2 to power move and 92 power move, which means we probably are going to go block shed going forward. In case you don't remember their team, this is Kenny Pickett, the quarterback, Cam Akers with 8-chain, the backup. Akers is pretty damn good, though. A.J. Brown is solid, and Landry always gives us problems. Richie James is a jump ball god for some reason. Their new tight end is pretty bad. I'm not really sure. Day 1 starter, is there a way for me to, like, fix that for him? Because why the hell does this bum have day 1 starter? I would be starting Mike Berry. Look! He's so much better. He's even got better catching. He literally does nothing worse. Maybe blocking, but who cares? Oh, my God. Left tackle's great. Left guard's okay. Center's okay. Right guard's decent. Right tackle's pretty good, but he's got bad finesse. Left end is a rookie, but he's all right. Mays is actually pretty good with that finesse. Ed Oliver is very good at block shedding. Patton, the same. Not really. His block shed sucks. Burns is a mad problem. We basically got Broderick Jones to stop this man. Joke is amazing. Devondre is good enough. Still, Diaby is he's pretty fast with the finesse. Corners are a problem. Free safety, the rookie, or the once upon a time rookie that we wanted to grab, looks pretty good. And then Brisker, bad zone, but very good outside of that. Hard Rock Stadium. If we can come out with 0 interceptions, I'll be the exact name of that stadium. Of course, Curtis Kennedy having himself a year. Please don't get hurt. Like, we want you to be the best in the league, and getting more upgrades definitely will help that. Does he have a second ability slot already unlocked or not? We might have to take a look at those. But once again, I'm going to put on abilities based on what they actually do. So I'm not going to just put the most OP abilities on. It's going to be based on what they do. I'm not going to put some crazy ability on that I never actually do, like jukebox for Tony House or something like that. But bulldozer, that's fair, because that's literally what we do. We truck. Same like with the tight end. Wangu at the return. I will say it's a lot easier to pronounce than the way it looks, but it just, every time I see it, it doesn't compute. It just, everyone's names are just nothing the way they're spelled, and it shouldn't make me mad. It doesn't, but it just makes me feel a certain way. Eli Fischer with a, 4 interceptions now. It was 2 before. Let's try to keep it under double digits by the end of the season here. We've got only a couple of games left, if you don't mind. But Kennedy on the play action. I don't mind this. I don't even know what playbook I chose. What do you mean? Oh, my. Oh, my. Kennedy's got some room. Tries a cut move. Didn't really work. Gets to nearly the 50. If I would have waited a little bit longer because they wouldn't have really reacted in time, I might have gotten more. And in behind. Wow, Okonkwo! Behind the defense, and I guess zone coverage does matter as Brisker gets burned. The adjustment by Okonkwo. I tried to throw it away from the safety because Brisker actually kind of read it a little bit. Thought he was going to be making a jump on the inside look because that's the way the route was going, similar as Cody. And he just misread it because of that. And the touch of the ball and the catch just leading him out there. The speed. What a beaut. A little motion. Oh, you sneaky. Uh-oh. One-on-one. Big play for them coming up. Good job by Nick Kobe Dean, who is a hustle meister. Gaining 20 yards as Akers. Very similar start to what we just had. Obviously, it's on the ground versus through the air, but pretty similar. Although here they're going to go back to the ground, not get a big play like we did afterwards. 3 yards gained. Over 1,000 yards on the season, 13 touchdowns. I mean, he's definitely going to be up there in the top ranks for running back, especially in the AFC. Tony House sure as hell won't. Struggling before kind of the injury and definitely after. Kobe Dean can't get out there, and that will be another first down. Try to protect that ball because we are coming for it. Tyndall 1st and 10. They're going to run the ball again. It's working, so why not? This time they get 4. I mean, we're sometimes showing we can stop it. Get some help. Is that Richie James going against Dean? And that's tough. Oh, my. I didn't even want to. I got bumped. And there we go. Finally, H.A.N. Kind of remember last time he got a carry. We smoked him as well. Bishop to the outside. He's going to cut it inside. Maneuver. Gains about a yard or 2. Defense tightening up a little bit here in the red zone. Got the freaking blocking tight end out there on a route. Oh, crap. It's Bishop. Another wheel. And Bishop gets beat by the blocking tight end. Oh, my. Literally even has a fullback's name. James Novak just sounds like a fullback or a special teamer of some sort. We're in perfect position. Of course, they give him the jump up. Our guy's fading back. How is this not a pick? Oh, House on the counter. Getting nothing. Getting about 3 yards. Season might get to 1,000 with 10, but definitely hasn't been dominant this year, that's for sure, and obviously injured for the most part. Clinton on the fullback lead. And we're not even going to get out there. Good job, blockers. This is why we've been throwing the ball a lot lately, because the run game sucks. I'm going to trust the tight end. It's a good catch. I was hoping it would have been a lead, and then he would have gotten like a stiff arm or something. But no punt. Shout out to the punt, though. From the 8 now. We're bringing a little bit of heat. We're going to hope Bishop can kind of cover the underneath while dropping last second. And, I mean, we did a pretty good job from our point of view, but no pressure despite bringing literally the entire team. How is nobody getting in there? The pressure and the run game, those are the issues right now with this team. We can't get pressure. I need somebody to get in there. And didn't fake me out, son. Good job, Tyndall. Gain of nothing. You gotta be honest, it's complete luck. There's no way to determine whether that ball is getting handed off or not, and we just made the determination that we needed help with the actual running back more. Bishop getting a footing, and it's gonna be a gain of 2. Decent stoppage of the run right now, but obviously that's only a part of it. Let's go Morris. Club over move's not gonna work. Kind of getting a push a little bit. And McKenzie, I am so sick of the mossing in this. It's so bad. We're both in position. You go for the pick, and he just gets mossed by a little man. Perfect. I mean, even bumps him twice on accident. Damn near PI, basically. And he goes for a toe-tapping extension. Against what? Like, it makes no sense. Oh, I didn't know he was going to do that. Oh, my God. I thought he stepped and threw, and he just... Okay. Well, I don't know how the hell we don't bring him down, though. Like, we literally landed on him. Like, we can't reach our arms out because we're stuck. Love that. That's fun. A little bit of a bump. No hit. Good hit by Kobe Dean. He's not going to mess that up. To the 6. The Dolphins are moving. To the outside. We're not letting this tight end get another one. Wow, McKenzie was so aggressive, and number 9 still catches it, dude. I told you he gives us problems. Ah, McKenzie burned him. Got burned by him, and guess who's him? Kennedy. That's a risky one, and overthrown because of the pressure will be a pick. Number 5 on the season. Nothing that can be done by us, and I thought the Kennedy throw was a little bit too risky. I mean, Dunn's open. He just overthrows him. There's not really much more that can be said. Well, there's number 5. Not looking great for MVP, let me tell you that much. Thorne, no. Okay, McKenzie getting beat again. This time A.J. Brown being the one. And it's going to be the second quarter with the Dolphins up 7 in a what seems to be already lost season on their half. Playing spoiler, I guess, maybe? I mean, I guess with, like, the biggest miracle ever, their season's technically never over, but I don't know why I left him. And there goes Novak again. Kind of hesitated because I noticed the other side of the tight end had nobody on him, and then the slant usually gets open, which I suppose he probably throws that into the slant anyways if we're not over there. But wide open touchdown, a lot easier than semi-covered touchdown, believe it or not. Or the audible out of this play is what got us that big play to Kennedy, but this time we're actually going to keep it, and nobody's going to get in the way. I get you can't block before the throw or whatever, the touch, but you can get in his way. You can stand there and wait for the block like you were supposed to. Evans gains about 12 on the ground. We're finally getting a little bit of blocks there, at least on that look. I don't really like any of these audibles. I guess we'll just go with another run, different style this time. And we get inside there for damn near another first down. 20 yards combined on the two runs. Second and inches from the 47, and House gets popped, but was fighting some guy toughly there for a few extra yards. So far not looking so good as we are not running the ball successfully, at least with the starter. You go underneath. Not the greatest throw, but it is Jackson who will easily turn that into a first down. First downs are kind of clicking here pretty easily. On this drive, at least. Ooh, we got the mesh switch. I like this. I like this play a lot. Dunn's pretty open. Nice find, and can't really get the tightrope. We cut that up sooner, and Devondre catches us about the same, if not closer, so I'll take what I can get. Inside Evans to the 7. Kennedy back in the end zone. High point, why not? Yeah, Kennedy can do it. That's why not. He's been getting a little bit better at those. Thankfully, Woolen's not on him. I don't know why. It's like the perfect matchup. He's got the size. He's faster. That'd be a really insane matchup, but Kennedy just smokes Isaiah. There's never a chance for him there. First and 10. Drop in, and that's pretty good coverage by McCollum. Who almost gets mossed as well. At least he actually gets his hands up in there. Is that the first incompletion of the game for them? Nice. But still, that's like, don't tell me he's, please get some yards. Yes. I don't mind it. I'd rather go for 2nd and 5 than 3rd and 2, honestly, because 2nd and 5, they maybe run it, 3rd and 2, they just easily pass it for the first. So, depends on what they want to actually do here. I would definitely accept, but you never know. Come on, make me feel not as dumb. Picked! There you go! Nick Cross accumulating the interceptions lately. Forcing it a little bit too much to Landry, and this time it bites him. Cross with a tough catch. Good stuff. Cross has been a great addition to the team. Maybe one of these weeks he'll get a damn breakout. House. Nice. Gets about 8, maybe 9 on the stiff trucks. Quick out to Jackson is kind of the main look. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, Fisher, I don't know if you even really deserve MVP at this rate, let alone, have a chance to get it. I really don't like the run. I hate the throw, though. I'm glad I ran it. Has a lot of room. Buries him to the 15-yard line. I just didn't like the throw. I felt like it was going to be an all-out blitz, which I kind of think it was. Play action. Please. No! That is such an easy throw to make. I actually don't know if a single human male that is at least 20 years old would miss that throw. Oh, we're in trouble. Nice blocking. Nice blocking, House or Evans, whoever the hell it was. Well, field goal. Oh, good little cutback, but good teamwork to really limit him there. 3rd and 8. I think it's time for the all-out. This is a lot to ask for, but at the same time, I think it's got to be done. I mean, I don't know what you want. It was a good call, and he just mosses him, dude. I really don't know what I could do there any better. Like, it's just the way it goes, I suppose. John Franklin. That is a late hit. And he gets it down. Oh, my God, McKenzie, please. And once again, we've talked about this. They have too much talent to where, like, I can't really change the matchup. Like, what benefit do we get out of, like, changing by best, overall? If McCollum ends up following A.J. Brown, you know, what's the difference? Landry's going to be covered by... Oh! He's still alive. Out of bounds, McCollum. Okay, maybe there is a reason. I was going to say, you know, Landry gets burned by McKenzie, but hey, at least one of them gets covered, I guess, but I don't know. We'll think about it. Throw it away. I mean, there's really just not a clean look in there. The completion percentage is through the floor. I really like that Kennedy look, but I also want to get this clock moving a little bit. And what a block. I mean, good job, number 68. House with the play action. I mean, can I, like, get somebody? I don't even want to double team left tackle, but, like, I kind of need to because nobody ever blocks this guy. I mean, even there, I literally asked for a double team. I'd be sad. Oh, I didn't know there was a guy there. So I had to pull him inside because there's nobody on that edge, but there is. Oh, a little bit too fast even for that guy. Dolphins are making it kind of tough on us. Also doesn't help when our offensive line is just looking like real bums. We stepped inside. I thought that was where he was going to go. He was handed off inside. He was, you know, moving left, cut it inside, and cooked it. Got the blitz on. I got a lot of tight ends in. That really doesn't mean everything, but... Oh, the blitz. Oh, what a hit. Taking Novak down hard. The center's also injured. We don't mind that. I'm not going to be wishing injury, but, like, am I sad that he's injured? I mean, not particularly. Right? It's not really my job to be sad for another team's player. And McCollum gets beat while in the zone by Landry, and a comeback that just took all day despite the fact that we had a 5-man. I mean, if we're not winning a 5-man rush against 5 blockers in under 5 seconds, what are we doing? And Bishop drops the pick. Oh, bailout city. How are you dropping that, Bishop? I know it's low to the ground and your last second jumping, but I need that. I mean, we covered as well as we can. Williams? Fair enough, fair enough. We are grateful that for once it is not a mossing. We're really looking dumb here, but Tyndall can hopefully set the edge. Bishop up close in case it's a run, but then we back. And in trouble, right to Bishop! He gets it in the end. I don't think anyone's catching him. Oh, what the hell is going on? Run, my guy. There you go. Pick 6 off the deflected pass. And we're leading. They say not to go for 2, and I get that we're, like, not playing poorly anymore and we're leading, but, like, at the same time, like, why wouldn't you go for 2? There's no one on Evans. Now there is. And Kennedy. Nice. Just a lot of faith in that man. All right, as expected, nothing happens, but we are still leading, and it definitely didn't seem like we were going to be. Looking at the numbers, I mean, that pick 6, that defense is carrying hard right now. 24-21 with the lead and ball. Going to them, of course. All right, start of the second half. For some reason, they see something, and they're thinking it's past time, which I feel like they might have had the right call in the first place, and I, once again, didn't think we were going to get there in time, and maybe wasn't wrong, but Kenny just decided not to throw it. Looked like he was stepping into a throw there over the middle. Morris double-teamed. Oh, I didn't see him. I don't know why I thought it was a pick. I thought somebody was jumping the ball, but it wasn't. 3rd and 6, though. Chance to get off the field early, already up by 3. I mean, giving us the comeback that they did that early, not good. Deep in and outside. Taylor one-on-one with a huge pop. Knocks him down for a loss. Flat throw is a loss on 3rd and 6. Nice. Play action, Jackson. Rhymed it even though I didn't really mean to. And that throw across with the safety jumping down on it has been really scary lately. Jackson on that deep corner kind of out-looking play. Burning and can't get the throw there. Burned Tariq Woolen, but the throw is just garbage. Done, maybe. Nah, I'm glad we didn't take that as the corner was baiting that. Cody gains 9. Stretch towards Burns. And doesn't really get the help, although Burns is like, I'll help. Yard short, I feel like you got to go for it. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this because that corner could jump. And in some trouble, Cody drops it. That's a good decision to go for, and Cody, once again, with contact, drops another ball. coming up with cross. Can't really help as they get him down before then, which is a good sign. 3rd and 7 now. Chance to get back off the field. Dean feels like such a waste covering Novak, but at the same time, he has 2 touchdowns in this one, and we couldn't get up there with Thorne. Almost called for a face mask, and it will be a punt. After a lower than high school level punt, we will be at the 25-yard line. Looking for a... Oh, please, Okonkwo. Good try. That's Tariq Woolen. I thought he was a little late back there on Okonkwo. I was like, I'm taking this thing, and maybe I shouldn't have. And inside there is nobody on Kennedy. I mean, if they're not going to let me get deeper, I'm just going to throw inside. Why not? We'll win the game one way or another. Evans on the inside. Speaking of, they should get smoked on this. And, I mean, you kind of do for about 6. 3rd and 3 after a 1-yard run because our run game is dead. Let's see if we can get off the field. Inside, the big tight end catches it and slips. Making up a little bit for that 4th and 1 drop, but not quite. All the way to the 21. I thought he was gone for a touchdown. That was amazing. The slip-off quickness. Woolen, I don't know what that was. Trying to strip the ball. Just misjudged where the ball was going to be. Nice dive from 28. I thought Cody was racing. First and 10 from the 21. There goes Cody trying to finish off what he started down to the 3. Serves in the line, trying to run this ball in with Evans. Maybe get past that left tackle spot. We're going to have to cut it back inside. No blocks. Popped. Down to the 2, and now Kennedy's injured. Elbow is destroyed. Nice. Don't run the ball. If you run the ball, you will die. Jackson on that slant. Inside Jackson, too damn fast. Isaiah Rogers getting torched by everybody. Up 2 possessions now. For the 33-yard line, cross way up, and that's the reason why, because these types of short underneath plays have been cooking us, even though that's what we're focused on, and... they just keep on working. I honestly feel like the blitz is the only thing that gets us anywhere. Like, think about what his numbers were. Him being, of course, Pickett before we started blitzing. Oh, my Lord. Cross going against Landry 1-on-1. And it's a free rush. Once again, I don't know. I mean, Cross looked like he was in pretty good coverage there, but I don't know what the outcome of that route was going to be, but the ball goes to the ground, almost picked because, once again, the pressure's too much. Morris can't get the push. Gets the spin. Another pressure. This time looks like JFM. Going to come with more heat. Tyndall dropping this time. Dean dropping over to Landry as well. This is tough. Over the middle. Could pick up, and he's in trouble with the coverage sack. Thorne is going to get it. And the pressure leading us off the field. Up 10. Could be the dagger drive. Hecker kind of looking a little thick, if I must say so myself. Most people are like, well, you didn't have to say so, actually. Hines picking up a nice block, cutting inside, nice find, stiff arm, leaving that ball a little dangerously out there, but that was a nice set of moves. Kennedy is back in as if nothing even happened. I really want that play action. I have to. Rogers can't cover that. He can't cover that. He can't cover that. Jackson is out there for a massive one. And now I want to hurry up to the line. Do I have... okay, I guess we'll just go with the stretch play. We don't have the audible, apparently. Would have had Jackson going to the right on that sweep. And House can't really do much with it. Gains a yard. Kind of crazy. For a power back, they really do expect to run outside plays. I mean, who would have thought? That's a tough one, but Cody has been pretty on point today outside of that 4th and 1 drop, which, I mean, I suppose it can happen. It's a tough clutch time throw and catch. But the 4th quarter, Miami has been shut out in the second half, and they've just done nothing with it. I mean, they were at about 220 passing yards end of the first half, and now end of the 3rd quarter, it's 14 more yards on top of what they had. So on par for nearly 400 plus safely, and instead sitting at 234. I mean, that's just a bit of a drop-off. Done inside. It's pretty easy. Try to cut it back right for something magical, but gaining 8 yards is all right. Total defense 8th, allowing 337 yards. I mean, that defense did look pretty good, but the offense started to slow down, turning the ball over, and obviously given short fields, and the defense starting to get burned out a little bit. Okonkwo on that play action. And that is pretty good coverage, but better route running by Jackson. Good enough throw, and the extension gives us the touchdown and probably the win. Kennedy was open too, but man, that was almost a problem. Kennedy coming back right as we're throwing to Jackson. Almost brought his guy right in there. I thought he was going to go outside. I mean, Novak has kind of been their most consistent player, even though he sucks. Oh, my Lord. 2 touchdowns for Novak. He's got like 2 speed. And there he goes again. Oh, my Lord. His route running's not even good. He can't even catch. Yet he can jump ball and actually catch. Doesn't make any sense. And he breaks off a tackle, slips forward, and gains about a first down. Someone stop him, please. I mean, he's got 7 catches. He's a blocker. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's an uh-oh for them. Oh! Doing a little too much. Just don't fumble. McCollum with his 2nd pick. Slowed down a little bit with the interceptions, but after a game like this, might be back on par for the NFL record. Got the 5-wide look. Kennedy on the quick look throw could be our guy. He's going to be the tight end instead, who is pretty open. Burns that guy. How the hell does he not bury him? He kind of makes him, he falls him forward, but still. 4 touchdowns back-to-back weeks, I suppose. And on the run, perfect throw to Kennedy, who gets the touchdown, and that is 100% the dagger. Nice throw. Great catch. Blocking's good enough. The route running has been killer today. And on 4th and 11, they are punting the ball. That signifies the end, if any, to me. I literally was simming the game out, and he threw an interception. Fischer did. It was 3rd and 4. They threw the ball, and it was an interception. For the game, will they get another touchdown? And picked off by Williams, who could score. Is this another pick 6 finale? If he gets it? It's pretty close. James is caning on him. He's touchdown. I mean, hey, revenge is a dish best served cold. Dropping 50 on him. Lots of high scores out here. Teams can't stop us. And when they're off, nipplage. Jesus. Pokey City over here. But and when they stop scoring, that's when we start pouring. Like pouring it on, you know what I mean? Like we're not pouring. Oh, we had 5 touchdowns, actually, so 2 interceptions. Fair enough. Almost the opposite of their guy. Tony House was terrible this game. Evans had a couple of nice runs, but overall the ground game didn't exist. Jackson with 2 touchdowns. Kennedy with another 2 touchdowns, putting him at 10 on the season, I believe. Conquo with that huge one early in the game, but obviously the backup. How did Cody actually finish? 113 yards, no touchdowns, though, which is what he's lacking on. And then looking at sacks, 2 for Thorne, which is sweet. Mays with 1. 2 picks for McCollum, 1 for Williams, Cross, and Bishop. Kicking was 2 missed extra points. Wow, okay. Ooh, I seen something I really liked. Kennedy is going to get his 2nd ability slot as if he wasn't already good enough. 1 to speed, 2 to excel, and 1 to finesse for Thorne. That's quite the upgrade you got there. Jalen McKenzie, I mean, he kind of needs a little bit of everything. He sucks at everything, so I guess we'll go zone and we'll kind of see how good this was and decide if we want to go slot. Ooh, that's a good upgrade. 1 to speed, 2 to zone is very nice. And then Curtis Kennedy, what's the better upgrade, physical or deep threat? Physical gives you mid-out elite in general. Overall is good. Is there not an 85 deep threat? There is not. So I guess we go physical. We lose the zone, but we get, physical upgraded. 30 catch and 1 to spec, 1 to catch and trap. Very good catching upgrades. Trying to think of what the hell this would be for a good ability. Yeah, spin cycle doesn't really make a lot of sense. Short out elite. Kind of runs like mid-ins. Oh, he does do a lot of mid-ins. Deep in and mid-in. A lot of ins for my man Curtis. Outside apprentice as well. I would say mid-in elite or outside apprentice. I don't know which one's better, and I don't know which one makes more sense for him. Catch more consistently. I think mid-in elite doesn't sound broken. Even though, speaking of broken, it literally froze the game. I don't know why that happens every once in a while, but I think we're going to go with mid and elite, and if we had another upgrade, we're going to have to wait till next episode because, yeah, I'm not going to reload the game just for this. The game froze, but hopefully your enjoyment of this series and dedication to this series, like mine, has not frozen. If you guys enjoyed this, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate continued support on the channel as we are finishing this series and Madden 23 in general up until the Madden 24 season, which I'm hoping you're excited for that as well, which I am. A lot of new features and in general, hopefully improved decision-making and could be a more fun, even tougher experience to try and win that Super Bowl, which we're going to see if we can do with this franchise. Speaking of, That's about it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays. And yeah, hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!